So I am 36 weeks pregnant now, and the last update I did was my 32-week update. It doesn't feel like that long ago that I did it, but must have been about a month, and it's just flying by. It's scary that I'm so close to the end now. I keep thinking I'm going to be full term in about 4 or 5 days, and that's a little bit scary because we still have quite a lot to do. So kind of some massive things have happened in the last month. At my 34-week midwife appointment, my bump was measuring behind by 3 weeks. It was 31 weeks, and that was the same measurement as it was at my 32 week appointment. So we were scheduled in for a growth scan pretty fast. At the growth scan, everything turned out to be fine. Baby's measuring as they should. Apparently they're a bit on the smaller side, but they're in proportion and they're just not following the average line perfectly, which kind of they say makes sense because I'm a smaller person. But we do have another scan scheduled for when I'm 39 weeks, if I haven't already delivered. I think the main thing is that because we don't know the sex, it's really hard having all these scans, because this late on I would hate to find out. And at the last one, the consultant actually told us after that she had seen the sex, so that was really difficult. I didn't see anything on screen. I don't think I saw any. I've never seen a little willy, but that doesn't mean anything because I have no idea what I'm looking at. So yeah, it's really hard, and I mean, I can just imagine getting to the 39-week one, and I know you can't really see a lot, but if someone did let it slip, I'd be devastated finding out a week or two before you actually have the baby. So this is going to sound like a huge thing because I've talked about hypnobirthing, but I don't think I've talked about having a home birth, and it's something I've been thinking about since I did the hypnobirthing at about 20 weeks pregnant. But I just didn't think I would or could or wanted to. I've never been someone that wants to give birth at home, and I've always had the mindset that you go into the hospital to have a baby. And yeah, throughout this pregnancy, I think the more I read up about it and the more I do the hypnobirthing, and I see that with hypnobirthing a lot of people do have home births and water births, and for some reason probably only a week ago, something just clicked, and I thought, do you know what, I'd love to be at home. I think it's the more I think about giving birth to Archie last time in the hospital, the more I've been getting a bit anxious about going to the hospital. And that's obviously, with hypnobirthing, what you're trying to avoid, any anxiety. You want to be calm throughout the labour and be able to be relaxed and in your own place. And I just kept thinking, God, the car journey to the hospital. And when I was in the hospital, I was just out of it. And honestly, the whole time I was at the hospital, I just kind of felt pretty deflated. And like things had just slowed down and were taking forever. The beginnings of labour for me actually went quite fast. I got to about, I got to about 6-7 centimetres quite fast. And I feel like being in the hospital is just not a positive experience for me. And considering I had a pretty good labour with Archie, I feel like I should have better memories of it, and I don't. I don't have nice memories of being in the hospital. I didn't like it. The more I thought about being at home, I just because I haven't packed my bags. I don't want to pack my bags. I just think I want everything here. I want to know where the tea and biscuits are. I want Martin to just be in his own comfort zone. I want to be in my own comfort zone. I don't want to be too far from Archie. I don't like the thought of being in hospital when the thing is he'll either be here in bed, or if it's in the day, my mum and dad live a few doors down, so he'll be with them. I just feel so much more comfortable if I can stay here. Obviously, I think the major thing people have with home births that don't know a lot about them is the worry that there's something wrong with baby, and there's going to be something wrong with baby, and you have to get rushed to hospital. But I've spoken to so many people about this now, and I don't think not one person has said that they regretted trying for a home birth or having a home birth. It's so, so positive. So second babies are generally the best babies, as my midwife tells me. If you've had a normal labour the first time, you're not likely to have complications the second time, so they're quite happy for you to try for a home birth. It is bizarre because people will probably watch me and think I'm a bit of a hippie, but I'm completely not. I never in a million, even at the beginning of this pregnancy, if someone had said to me, you are going to have a home birth, I'd be like, no chance, no way. But there's just something in my head that's just making me think, if I could do it, it would be amazing to be at home, and it would feel so empowering, and yeah, I would love it. So there is a bit of me that thinks maybe I can't do it, and at the time I feel like, no, I need to go to the hospital, which I accept. I'm not one of these people that's going to feel stupid for wanting to go to the hospital in the end. I just want to do what I feel is right for me and the baby. So I'm hoping that it all does go well, and there are just a few issues with it that I've been concerned about. The midwife told me that if there are no midwives available, because apparently there's a midwife shortage and there are a lot of babies born in the summer, then I would have to go to hospital anyway, which is not the best. And people have told me that actually they have a duty of care to send you someone to support you, and you can't refuse to go to hospital. I don't want to be making things awkward, and so I'm a bit torn whether to stand my ground or just to go in. I think it depends how I feel, I suppose, on the day. But that's preventing me getting a pool, because I didn't know whether I wanted a water birth. I did want a water birth, but with Archie, I tried it in the hospital. I don't feel as if I got any relief. I feel as if it slowed my labour down, and it wasn't a good experience being in the water. So I wonder if I'm just trying to use it as a crutch, and actually I can do it without the pool. But I don't want to go into labour and not have a pool and regret it. But they're expensive to hire and they're expensive to buy. I've come across a few bargains and missed them by hours, days, which is really gutting. So I still don't have a pool. I don't know whether I'd get one. I'm procrastinating so much, and obviously I'm getting so close now. So I think I will try to get one, but if I don't get one in time, I don't get one in time, and I'll still try to give birth at home without one. So yeah, that is the plan. As long as I go into labour, obviously naturally I have to be at least 37 weeks, which is only 4 or 5 days away, and obviously not go too far over. So I'm hoping baby will come naturally. I'm quite relaxed this time. The only reason I keep thinking I want baby here now is because of this big bump and Archie, and I took him to a gymnastics class yesterday, and it was just so difficult keeping up with him physically, and he is probably the most active toddler I've ever met. There was 16 children there, and he was the only one as sort of energetic and buzzing out of all of them. And when I'm this pregnant, it's difficult, and I feel bad, and I want to be able to keep up with him, and that's the only reason I think physically for Archie I'd love the baby to come. I particularly want to sweep or to be I definitely don't want to be induced. I am starting to waddle now. I'm starting to feel, baby hasn't been engaged yet, but they've been head down for weeks now, so I'm not worried. But I'm now starting, today I've been having those horrible cervix shooting pains right down low. So I'm sure it's headbutting my cervix, but I've had those for a little while now. I've had no Braxton Hicks, didn't have any Braxton Hicks with Archie either. But my hair has grown, my hair just grows crazy, and it did last time, and it's thick, and I just don't know what to do with it. Look at it, it's a total state. I'm pretty big, I'm definitely bigger, I keep saying this. I think the growth of my bump has slowed down a bit, so I think I've been about the size I was with Archie at due date, probably for a couple of months now. But I think it's nice because now I'm kind of used to it, so with work I don't particularly feel huge because I've been huge for a while now. so I'm kind of used to it, so I'm not overly uncomfortable. I've been getting a little bit of backache. I'm supposed to finish work next week, but I'm hoping to continue for at least another week, I think. The tricky thing is, I enjoy my work. To be honest, it's more relaxing being at work than it is at home looking after Archie. And he's not at nursery too much. He only goes in about 1.5 days a week. Physically, I'm finding it hard to look after him on my own, and I am on my own quite a lot because Mr. J works. Both my mum and dad work. So that's the difficulty. So at the moment, I'm quite happy to stay at work if they're happy to have me for a little while. I'd probably work as far as I could up until my due date if I could, but I think I'll probably start to I have been really tired. Even though I'm sleeping okay at night, I'm sleeping much better than I did with Archie, I'm still exhausted. I still wake up and feel like I haven't had any sleep at all. So I am starting to get a bit exhausted. Other than that, I think I actually feel not too bad at all. I generally feel okay. I think baby might have dropped a bit because I was experiencing quite a lot of breathlessness. Sometimes I'd sit on the sofa at night and no matter if I laid down, if I sat up, I would be completely out of breath. But which I don't remember with Archie particularly. I think he was always super low. There's a lot of, I'm really busy with the blog as well. I'm kind of panicking, what am I going to do with that once the baby comes, because I've got so much to do. We'll see. Obviously life is going to be upside down for a while, as it is when you have baby. But yeah, I mean, we're all excited. It's really, I can't wait to meet the baby now. I can't wait to find out the sex. And I'm really hoping, send me your happy thoughts for a nice natural home birth. Fingers crossed. So the midwife says she's happy for me to have one. She has no concerns. She was really positive about all the ones that she's attended actually, and said they're always quite relaxing and nice and like a nice thing to do. So here's hoping. So this is 36 and nearly and a half weeks bump. Right, so hopefully you can see that. There's my bump. So yeah, you can probably see, wow, it is quite low. It's definitely not high, but I probably haven't completely dropped yet. Yeah, I honestly don't feel like it's grown much in the past month. I feel like it's sort of steadied out now. So there it is. My next update will be my due date when I'm 40 weeks, if I make it that far, which I think I will. I think I will probably go to due date. So see you at my due date.